Good morning. Thank you for being with us. If you could introduce yourself and the current work that you're working on.
My name is Dr. Javed Ali, and I'm a PhD in Peace and Conflict Studies from the National Defense University here in Islamabad, Pakistan. And professionally, I'm a journalist, and also currently I'm teaching as assistant professor at the National University of Modern Languages here in Islamabad. With regards to the peace, I do have an affiliation with this philosophy for the last many years because I belong to a country that is full of conflicts, obviously. Lots of strategic focuses has remained upon this country. So with that, I had this urge to know and learn about what exactly peace is. So that's the reason that I had to pursue a PhD in it. And now I'm teaching, and now I'm telling today's generation, that what is peace.
Thank you, Dr. Javed. Thank you for sharing with us. And if you could specify a little bit about why you got interested in the work of peace, was there any episode, any experience that it came along your life?
I belong to the southern part of Pakistan, which is Sindh. Normally, in my province, there's no such thing that we call religion. There's no such thing that we call any sect even. I'm grown up in such an environment where the Hindus and the Muslims have grown up together. I used to have Hindu class fellows. I used to have Christian class fellows, and we never ever had any sort of feeling that who is who and what is what. But after that, after completion of my undergrad, when I came to Islamabad, here I realized, the north in Pakistan, that no, there are Hindus and there are Muslims, there are Sikhs. This kind of differentiate in the northern side of Pakistan made me realize that I need to investigate that why even within Pakistan the things are quite different. The southern part is entirely different than the northern part. I had a chance to get my first job as a journalist back in 2005 when earthquake took place here in Pakistan, and for that I had to report the conflicts in Azad Jammu and Kashmir, and that was there when I realized that even people were sending their help, their money, their food, no matter whether they are Hindus and Muslims. So this was this sort of a thing when I realized that whenever anything happens to the human community within Pakistan, they don't make any sort of difference. But apart from the conflict, they do realize that he's the Muslim, she's the Christian, she's the Hindu. The conflict was the thing that actually gathered all communities together, all religion together, all sects together. No one realized who is who. But once the conflict is done, everyone went back to their lives. Again, they became Muslims, they became Sunnis, they became Shias, they became Hindus, they became Christians. That was the thing that I really wanted to learn. Number one, the environment that I'm grown up with. And number two, the environment where I'm doing my professional job. And unfortunately, within that time, we also witnessed terrorist activities within Pakistan. And the name of Islam was being used, that Islam is being the tool of real terrorism within Pakistan, outside of Pakistan. It is somehow spreading across the world. So it made me again realize to investigate why now only Islam is being used for it. So with that, I had an opportunity to travel to different parts of Pakistan with army, the Pakistan Army, and also reporting for my state media, which is the Pakistan Television News. We do filter each and every news because we do take responsibility of every word that we say, every word that we report. So for that, we need to verify and then re-verify each and every news. So having that sort of ethical burden with me, when I went into the conflict zone areas, I had to re-verify each and everything. I had to meet the individuals. And interesting part is I found so many non-Muslims within FATA, which is the bordering area of Afghanistan. And even they were telling me that we never ever had any sort of trouble, any problem from Muslims. So how can world would say that Islam is the real cause of terrorism? So this again furthered my interest into this topic. So that is the reason that I kept on analyzing and investigating into this thing, that why only one religion is being targeted. I learned so much about Sikhism. I learned so much about Christianity. I learned so much about Hinduism. That what do they say, what their religion say about peace and prosperity. And then I realized that peace is something which is the basic right of each and every individual. When a child is born, they do not ask for the right. Right is something that is already been given to them by God. Naturally, it is their right to stay in peace. They are not supposed to demand peace. Why any individual would demand or ask for peace? This is their already basic right. They must be given. That is it. It's just like when the child is born, they are being given a name to be called because this is their right. Have you ever seen any child without any name? No. The world will have to call every child with their name because this is their right. In the same manner, peace is their right. This is not something that they have to demand, just the way the child is not supposed to ask for his name or her name.
Thank you, Dr. Javed. I think from your experience and insight of wanting to work for peace, I think this interview, I am very looking forward to hearing your answers now. Now, my next question is, how did you first get to know about HWPL?
So a friend of mine, his name is Riaz Berkey, he works for my organization at PTV. He introduced me to HWPL. Later, when I Googled about HWPL, I learned so many things. I realized there are hundreds and thousands of members of this organization, and each and every member is doing hard to make peace possible into their regions. And for that, they keep on interacting. And for the first time, I had a chance to be part of one of the HWPL online conferences. The very first thing that I realized, and I really enjoyed, and I said this thing, that for the first time, I'm talking to Indians through that conference, which is normally not possible physically here in Pakistan or not even in India, because India and Pakistan do share a history of conflicts with each other. Even right now, both countries do not enjoy good relations at all. But when it comes to the HWPL platform, we do interact with each other. We do share our analysis. We do share our problems. We do share our solutions to those resolving the problems and everything. And also, it also made me realize that HWPL platform, it actually does not connect me only India exclusively, also to Bangladesh and so many other countries where I hear about their problems as well. And then I realized that my country is not the exclusive country full of troubles and problems. There are in so many other countries, and everybody is sharing their analysis, their solutions with each other. So this is the best thing about HWPLP, which kept me affiliated with this organization for so long.